Hey guys, so I'm trying this again today. I'm melting aluminum. It's been about I don't know, 4 days, 5 days. I lined it first, my kelp, and I coated it in furnace cement. But the furnace cement started to bubble. Like, I read the directions, I put it on thin, I coated everything, I smoothed it out the best as I possibly could under the conditions. I built a small, very small fire in the middle for probably an hour. Then I ramped it up with some coal. Then I increased the airflow. Then I increased the airflow again, and it started to bubble. But I mean, I did this over the course of like 2 hours, so I mean, I'm pretty sure I did everything right. So if it starts to crack off, I think I'm going to try to take it back, and I'll just go with a kelp, or I don't know, if I put a second coat on it, it does it again. There's a chance they won't give me my money back. So I don't know. We'll just have to find out. See how it goes. So I'm a little sketchy on this mold. I did it like a week ago, and it's been bumping around different places. I have to move it around because I don't have a lot of space, and I'm kind of worried that I ruined the integrity of the mold. And I was thinking of redoing it, but when I picked it up, I heard a weird little noise, and I'm kind of afraid I broke the styrofoam. And I'm thinking that, you know, if it broke from me picking it up, that means it contorted it a little bit, and then when I sat it down, it realigned it. So I'm thinking if I take it apart and it's broken, I'm not going to be able to get it back together. But if I leave it in there and the sand keeps the pressure on the entire mold, it should push it back together and it should be fine. So I'm afraid to open it, so we're just going to try for the best and see what happens. Right now I got the furnace at like maximum everything. Can't really see anything yet because I kind of just did it, but I had like 3 or 4 coals left over from when I was heat treating it, and I was like, well, I might as well use those to start it and cast this thing before I break it any further. So that's what I'm doing. I scraped up some more of the dross and stuff that I was gonna melt my mystery metal. I was sure was aluminum, and I brought it and added it to the mix because I was afraid I wasn't gonna have enough, but I didn't want to dip into my stash too much. I mean, I know I have plenty of aluminum, but I didn't want to, like, I don't know. I could save more this way, and this is a pretty big piece, so I don't want to dump too much into one thing if it isn't gonna work. Not that I can't remelt it, but it doesn't matter. I did it because I did it, and I don't know, you know, it was a decision I made, and it's too late to, well, it's just, I'm sticking with it. So, alright, I'll get back to you when it starts to melt, or I think of something good to say. I made a couple more purchases besides the refractory cement, but if I think of anything else to say that's useful or something, or like I'll check in like 5-10 minutes and show a partial melt or something. But right now I'm going to get going and stoke the fire. Alright guys, we're getting ready for the first pour. I'm really hoping there's going to be enough aluminum. I think there is. I couldn't get the scraps out of that cup. I'm just going to toss it. You know, I was hoping I could, but unless I throw the cup in the coals, I try to put the cup in the crucible, it's just too much of a mess. So this should be coming real close to being done melting, and then I'll be pouring it, and hopefully we have enough. Hopefully it's a one piece, and it'll be a good practice run. Alright guys, here we go. Just gotta get the dross off and wish me luck. Man, it's always so freaking hot. It's like I'm melting metals or something. not overly worried about the dross because I have such a big feeder on the mold that it should stay floating on top. And I still want to get as much out as I can. My crappy dross tool. I want my spoon back, man. Alright, I was hoping to have a full crucible, but it's about 3/4 of the way. I feel good about it. I think it'll work. I might not fill the feeder or any of that nonsense, but the whole part will fill. That I'm fairly certain. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, no, it's ruined. It is way ruined. Maybe. Okay, maybe it's not ruined. Bunch of aluminum poured out the side, but still filled up to the other side of the feeder. So maybe it was enough. And a lot of extra. Alright, as soon as it solidifies, we'll uncover it and see how it goes. Alright guys, I waited a couple of minutes. I'm not entirely sure if it's solidified or not yet, but I am so confident it didn't turn out right, I'm just going to give it a shot. Try not to waste too much sand. Well, it's supposed to be a sand packing ramrod, and it kind of worked. I gotta do some cleaning up, but it worked. Alright guys, I'm gonna pour an ingot out of what's left over, and I think I'm probably gonna call it a day. Alright guys, I'm gonna pour an ingot, maybe two, depends on how much metal I got. I'm going with the long thin ones this time. I don't really know why. My other tray is occupado at the moment, so gonna scrape off the dross and get pouring. Aluminum. Alright, anyways. Oh no! I stepped on a piece of molten aluminum with my shoe. Oh man, look at that. And there you have it, folks. Like always, a half success. It's not a whole success, it's a half success. Here's what it turned out like. Now, like one of the people I watch, Mr. SW Dweeb, this also looks like a interesting shape. But I didn't realize it until after I did it, so at least it'll be funny when I'm packing sand with it. Oh man, it melted through my shoe. I didn't get burnt, but that's besides the point. So here's the cast. I'm gonna wire brush it, give it a little bit of filing. I'm not worried too much about like a mirror finish or anything because it's a tool, not a trophy. So that's what we got out of today. An ingot and a half and my project. I think silica sword's next. Silica's dagger. I think I'm doing that next. Take a look at the foundry real quick. So as you can see, I got like a bubble. Like a lot of it bubbled. I'm not sure if I have a problem with that or not. But alright guys. I'm gonna try one more time with whatever coal's left in there to melt what's left in the a stainless steel cup, but I don't think it's gonna work, and I'm not too heartbroken about it. I'll get more aluminum. So alright guys, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll show you what came from this at the end, and have a good night. Hey guys, so I went ahead and cleaned up. I decided I'm gonna just do the ending video right now because everything's cooled off and everything. So I got this guy, and I'm gonna throw it away. It's about 1.5 pounds of aluminum stuck in that cup from when I tried to wood burn aluminum. It didn't work, so that's gone. My lid, it's holding up all right. It seems like the hotter it gets, the tighter the seal is, so it gets to be a little rough to get it out, but it's fun. And I guess the refractory's holding up pretty good, and I kind of like felt the inside there where it bubbled, and it's hard, so I don't know if that, I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I am slightly concerned though, so I might just return that stuff and order the Satanite like I plan to, because I don't think that's working at all. I kind of think it broke off of the off of my cowl wool, and my cowl wool like melted. Ha! It's hot. So the inside of a furnace, after you burn stuff, it gets hot and it stays hot. It's a nice little tip for you. So the reason I wanted the stuff to coat it in is because I didn't want to burn charcoal right on my wool. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. So I think I'm gonna try to return it in the next couple of days, because I'd rather take that money and use it towards something else than just completely throw it away. Look, I found dogs. Yo! Somebody's dogs are running around, which isn't nothing new. Got two neighbors that just like let their dogs do whatever the hell they want, do whatever they want to in the middle of town. Which doesn't really bother me, but you know, you get hit by a car, it'd be sad. And then We got this stuff. Don't really like the pittedness, but that's the styrofoam I used. What are you looking at? You're on camera. No one kid's a total little brat. Alright, that's what I got. And yeah. I don't know what's going on there, so that's what I got. And there's no dog. Hey, come here, buddy. Come here, dog. It's like completely oblivious. Dogs around here are as dumb as the kids are. Alright, have a good night. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Gonna have to cut things short. A couple of the kids wanted to talk to me about the dogs that are running around and stuff, so we were chit-chatting. So, what I wanted to talk about before I got sidetracked is, you can see like how porous this metal is. It's from the styrofoam I used, I'm pretty certain. So I want to do silica's dagger next, but I made the entire handle and hilt out of the same styrofoam. The blade's made out of paper plate styrofoam, or styrofoam plate styrofoam. So that should be nice and smooth. But the handle, I think it's going to be the same as this unless I coat it in something to assure that it's well, smooth. So I don't know if wax will work. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin it because I took a lot of time carving that. I'm not one of those rich people that have a 3D printer and all that nonsense. But anyways, so it has some flaws, but I'm using it to pack sand in my molds. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I can use a block of wood for this job. So this was just more or less, long and short of it all, practice. It's practice for the sword and the buckler I'm making. Which, the buckler is going to be real interesting. Because it's all this styrofoam. So it's all going to be porous like this. Which isn't that bad, because I want the inside layer to look rocky. Like this. I kind of want it to look like this. But I want the surface to be nice and flat. So, which won't be a big deal. If I can find someone that has a belt sander, I could rip that off real quick. It wouldn't take long at all, but it's whatever. So, I made it. Probably should have made it longer. Never mind. Alright. So I plan to eventually, along with my fidget spinner, sand this up. But until I get a belt sander, for some reason filing aluminum is like pulling freaking teeth. Like, I thought aluminum was soft, but it is what it is. I'll work on it and see how it goes. I got one of these. Call them like the bird cuttlebone ingots. They look like cuttle bones from bird cages. And then that little bit of scrap there, cut-offs from the ramrod, and then the half ingot. And then a piece of aluminum I just found laying on the ground. I don't know where it came from. Probably a previous pour. I missed it or something, or bottom of the foundry or some crap. But yeah, I'm going to try to return the refractory mix and get something else. And hopefully I don't have to rebuy the kettle wool because I don't have any more money. So if something goes wrong with this time, it's going to be done. Which, I have a couple other projects lined up that ain't foundry related. But I like the foundry projects. I mean, the danger factor makes it better, right? So, alright guys, thanks for watching, and, yeah, take it easy. Enjoy. Later on.